Hello, survivors, and welcome to another episode of Will You Survive?
The podcast.
Today, we're going to be going over the movie Bring Her Back. That is a 2025 movie, so spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Make sure you go and watch it if you don't want the spoilers. But we have some good stuff for you today. We will be talking about this in all aspects of survival, including mental psychology. You know, we are professionals at that.
We are indeed professionals, sure. I'm sure that could get us in no legal trouble whatsoever.
None whatsoever, because we are mental and we are professionals.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, professional
So,
podcasters.
With that, I want to introduce my co-hosts today. That is Eric.
I'm professional number one, Eric.
And TJ.
I am professional number 2, TJ.
You are number 2. That is a
The
fact.
T and the J stand for Tyrannosaurus Johnson.
Because like the Tyrannosaurus's small arms...
You know, so has a small Johnson.
That's crazy.
Okay, but
Hey,
with that...
speaking of Johnsons, my dog's balls finally dropped.
Oh my God, what a
Yeah.
weird lead
Isn't
into
that
an
interesting?
episode.
Oh,
Yeah. He really did.
And the dog is featured on our new logo.
Yeah.
If you look up in the upper left-hand corner next to Eric walking in the foreground, you see
Quasimodo.
Quasimodo.
He went from Chihuahua to Pitbull bark.
Oh.
No, actually, he's always had a smoker's bark. It's really funny. He goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." He sounds so stupid.
you know what's crazy is I just realized because you call him Cozy, you don't call him Quasimodo unless he's in trouble.
I call him Moto when he's in trouble.
Oh.
But you've
Okay.
got Cozy, I've got Moki, Yogi, and Gert.
I love Gert.
But fuck,
It's just a solid one.
Is it? Is
Cozy,
it
Moki,
short for
Yogi.
something?
What,
Is
Gert?
Gert short for something?
Gertrude.
It is. Okay. All
No,
right.
it's
I
not.
was curious.
It's just
no.
Gert. No, it's just fucking stupid. I was like, that's a dumbass name. I'm gonna name him that.
All right.
It's
And we were
Gert.
originally
Yes.
going for one cat, and I'm like, I'm gonna name this one cat Gert. But then
Okay.
he was bonded with his sister, so we were like,
So you got
Yogi.
2.
That's
So,
Gertilius Jamarcus III.
Speaking of cats, there was a cat in this movie.
There was a cat in this movie who just disappeared and then never came back. Was never brought up
keyword
again.
was
Oh. You know, now that you mention that, I really just, I guess I really don't care for cats.
Yeah.
I did not even notice.
Yeah, the last time she was like, I bet you he let out the cat. And then after that, the only thing we saw after that was she sent out the little Piper. She sent out Piper to go look for Junkrat. But other than that, cat is never mentioned again.
no.
Huh.
The cat is in the boy. He ate the cat.
Oh.
That's why I'm pretty sure you like hear the cat at one point, and it's coming from him. That's why at the one point where you hear the brother's voice, it's coming from him.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, because then she finds him in the bathroom. I forgot about that. Oh. Yeah, and then when
Dude,
he,
I did not realize why that had happened. Oh, we're going to have fun in
well,
this
they show it
episode.
a little earlier because when he bites Laura and she locks herself in the room and he's pounding on the door, Laura's voice comes out of his mouth.
Yep.
And then it screams. Which this whole premise, this demon premise is like this. I guess it has to be a demon, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty awful.
And the demon actually has a name.
Oh, really?
It was subtly shown to you at the beginning because the actual video that they're watching, that VHS tape, is called the Tari Resurrection tapes
Is it? Those are real?
in Russian. And I mean, it's real, quote unquote, in the sense of they did a whole production to make this movie seem like it had more ties to reality. There was a website built that was is it Black Angel or Dark Angel? I think it might have been darkangeltapes.net. Don't quote me on that. Forgive me. I forget what it was called. But if you look up the movie and you look up their ties, they actually have a website. It is a .net that you could go on there, and one of the videos that you can allegedly buy for with Bitcoin is
Of
the
course.
Tari Resurrection tapes. And it is a very creepy website because it's like no screenshots are allowed. This website is monitored by those who glow. It's a very creepy website.
Yeah, there was a moment in the movie where she said like an angel came to me, and for a brief second I was like, that ain't an angel, lady, that's a demon. But then I was like, well, I guess fallen angel. And then I thought about it and I was like, but how could you see something that evil and think that, oh, this thing could help me? But then I thought about it and I was like, well, every angel who ever appeared to anybody always started off with be not afraid, as they're the most terrifying looking thing
200 fucking
on the
eyes,
planet.
a bunch of wings,
So I'm like, you know
TJ,
what? Maybe
a lion
angels and
face,
demons.
a fucking whatever
Where's-
face, like crazy.
Where's the voice, TJ? We need the voice. Be not afraid.
Be not afraid, my son.
Yeah, so that kind of makes me feel like angels and demons might not look that much different from each other.
Well, okay, so the whole thing is about grief. And this is not a sequel to, although there is no dispute from the director brothers that there is a mirror of Talk to Me. So we might have to go back and watch that, Talk to Me.
You know, I honestly thought this movie was that movie until I saw the cover of it, and I was like, oh, those two I feel like I keep mixing up this year because
Yep.
they're both this year, right?
Yep. I think, no, Talk to Me was earlier. Talk to Me was 2023,
Oh, okay.
or was it 2024?
What, when this movie
recent.
came out?
No,
Talk to Me.
Talk to Me.
Oh, Talk to Me was 2024.
Okay,
So-
so recent.
It might have been 23.
It might have. Yeah, hold on. Let me look that up.
I'm already on it. Oh, dang, 2022.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What?
I wouldn't believe that for a second if you tried
How
to
Yeah,
tell
I
me
could've
that.
sworn
fucking
that movie just
time
came out.
flies?
No kidding. So,
Holy crap, guys! It's almost 2026.
I know, right?
What the heck?
Don't date
GTA
us.
is still not out.
GTA 6 is still not out.
Yeah, where
I
the
have
fuck
a
is
copy.
that at?
I'll sell it to you for Bitcoin.
Don't say that. You're gonna
Yeah.
get your house fucking robbed.
It's not at my house. It's digital.
You're gonna get hacked.
No kidding, right?
You got to make sure you put on that website no screenshots.
This website is monitored by those who glow.
Yeah.
But the whole premise at the beginning, I didn't know what I was looking at, and I didn't really catch the essence of what they were doing until much later in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And what I can tell you is I was instantly bothered by this woman when
yeah.
the two kids walk in. I don't know why I was bothered by her. I had no rational reason to be annoyed or angry.
Oh, I knew exactly why.
You did?
The second they started talking, I knew exactly why she bothered me.
Why?
From the very beginning, she made it very clear that she was trying to replace her daughter. And
Yeah.
even if she wasn't doing some evil demonic ritual, that is still not the reason to foster somebody.
Definitely.
To replace your daughter, because the first thing she did was start comparing Piper to her daughter.
Yeah, and
Thank
she's
you,
over here trying
Josh.
to put her hair in the fucking same way and shit like that. That's just like
Josh
ew.
helped me out. He posted it. It's called blackangeltapes.net.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
dark.
used to have the chat on this screen, so I'd always miss when he said something. But now there's a little pop up. Now I got it right in front of me, so I can see.
Oh,
him
nice.
saying stuff.
We do not recommend going to that website, by the way. That is just for research purposes.
I don't endorse it. It was very gross. And it just seems like maybe, I don't know, did they go too far posting stuff? Was it all fiction? I hope it was all fiction, but it was really dark. I didn't like
Yeah,
it.
it's all for the vibes, dude. It's all for the vibes.
Bad vibes.
I'll go on that
So-
website right now. Live reaction.
So, yeah, that woman bothered me for that reason right away. And it already seemed like she decided that Andy was a problem. It didn't
yeah.
really seem like she was trying to help him in any way.
Now, if you were Andy, would you have thought the exact same way as him that the very first time you peed your pants?
What do you mean?
You never peed your pants before, although your dad just died,
I'd be like, what the fuck?
right?
Yeah, trauma causes that, so I'd kind of be like,
I've
ooh,
I've
you
heard
know,
things like
that's-
that.
Yeah, I would be like, this is a really unfortunate way for me to be expressing that. That
Yeah.
sucks. But I
looking at
wouldn't
the
immediately
website
think
right
like
now.
something evil is happening here.
Now,
This website is
then you-
heavily monitored. Okay. Hold on.
heavily monitored by those who glow, right? Or those that glow.
Yeah. Timmy
No
Tiger
screenshots.
Puppet. Cursed. Make offer. Tape. Death. Make offer. Okay. I'll let you talk, but I'm going to keep scrolling.
So with the, I'm going to call all of it. It was absolute manipulation, and it was like a targeted separation because she was constantly getting closer to Piper and she was alienating Andy.
Which I'm not going to lie, I don't blame Piper. She was young. But in my mind, the second anybody tries to start doing that, I don't trust you.
Right.
Immediately. Anytime, like, friends, girlfriends, anything, the second that they start trying to alienate those close to you and bring themselves
Red flag.
closer to you, you're like, nope, absolutely not. And I feel especially grateful because I'm so close with my family and with those around me that I've learned my lesson from that. The second somebody starts to say like, oh, well, they don't have, like I have your best interest in mind. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't know me. You couldn't possibly care about me more than they do.
Have you gone through that?
I would say, yeah.
Wow. Well, okay, dark question. Counselor or therapist, manipulation, evil. Sorry, that part I added.
Oh,
Your mom.
I wasn't thinking that.
No.
person. But a little. But yeah, that actually very much fits. Especially like a lot
Could
of
you see
the
her in
earlier
this
part.
role?
I could see her in this role. I could. I don't think she'd go this far. By
I don't think
any
so.
means,
Fosters.
but-
I don't.
She fosters a fucking 24-year-old and is like, you're just like him.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
No, she constantly keeps
Here,
going
wear
back
this
and
fake
getting
mustache.
a 12-year-old, trying to get a 12-year-old who looks like you to re-raise you to make the choice that she wants.
No, I think mostly the comparison I would say there would be like the alienating and trying to be closer. But that's also like that's different because that's an actual parent versus this is a foster parent. That's a
Right.
huge red flag in a foster parent. Because
Yeah, she
immediately,
was
as an
so
adult,
manipulative right off the
yeah,
bat.
as an adult, I'm looking at this and going, "That's not healthy. That's not good."
I mean, from a parent standpoint, it's a huge red flag when a parent does it is bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, alienating from another parent, absolutely. But to me, there's like the alienating is wrong, but the trying to bring yourself closer is not wrong. But
Yeah.
it is when you're a foster parent. When you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
be closer to you. Stay away from your brother.
Oh, did it just creep you the F out when she said to Piper, you could call me mom?
Oh, yeah. I was like, no. If I were Piper, I would immediately be like,
I know
this
you
is
for like 3
uncomfy.
days.
Yeah.
That was about as long as it was, right? Unless they did some kind of time lapse that they didn't tell us,
I don't
which
think so.
clearly,
No,
like,
fucking
She was
3
way nicer
days.
than
And
me.
she's like, you can call me mom, No, bitch, I just met you.
but I mean, okay, so now I got to pivot a little bit because immediately after coming in there, we meet Oliver, right? She just, oh, that's Oliver. And clearly something's wrong with this boy.
But honestly, I thought he was just severely autistic
You did.
for a brief second.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like,
Well,
nonverbal,
minute one,
just kind of standing
right.
there.
Minute one, meeting him when he was in the pool, right? 'Cause he was like, oh, let's go out in the back. And he opens the door and, oh, if you're going to go out back, don't let the cat out. Lets the cat out, right? Which, by the way, like, that's probably one of the dumbest things. I mean, TJ, please tell me, if you have new guests at your house who don't know you have cats, number one, and number two, don't know you have a rule to not let the cats out, do you tell them first thing before you walk
like,
away
right,
on a
right
phone
when
call?
they're walking in the door, like, hey, be careful if you're going outside, with the cat. My
I
cats,
have cats. Please don't let
like
them out.
outside, though.
That's
Yeah,
good.
usually like
Gert's
as
a little.
somebody.
He
Adventurous?
craves it. He looks at it. He stares at it deeply, but he's never tried to run
Usually-
out.
Usually, like as somebody's entering the door, you'd be like, "Oh, like, hey, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, just like I have some cats. They like to bolt, so like, careful walking out of doors."
Yeah, Moki,
Like that's like one of the first things
Same
you
thing
say.
with dogs, right?
Yeah, same thing with dogs. Like, oh, careful, so and so's a bolter.
oh my
That's from
god,
outside.
I used to have a dog. His name was fucking Smokey, and that motherfucker would run, dude. Usain Bolt fucking sprint, and like the more you chased him, the more he ran, and it was so hard to catch that motherfucker. And then
Yeah.
one day we're just like, fuck it, he'll come back. He ain't come back. He got hit by a car
Oh,
chasing Coochie.
oh no!
It was him and another dog got fucking whacked by a fucking Ford F-150.
Chasing Carusi.
Chasing Carusi is crazy.
It's our next song.
So, what
do
did
that.
you guys see when you first saw her watching the tape, and when Oliver was out and he passed was it a chalk line or a paint line?
Oh, it was like
It was a
I don't know,
salt
like a
line.
salt line.
It was a salt line. But see, they made an interesting point that I couldn't figure out. She made a salt line, yes, but then it rained. Does the salt line stay when the salt is gone?
That's a good point.
I mean,
I think that might just be a story, like a movie flaw.
Like, I really
mean,
hoped they were
it's
going
like
to
a
do
thing
something with
like,
that.
ritual shit. Like we've seen like salt lines in
Weapons.
weapons, yeah. But
That
I
was
imagine
witchy,
she like
ritual
goes
shit.
out in the middle of the night and just has like bags of salt that she just fucking just
Or
pours
she has
out
Oliver
there.
do it.
I feel like he'd be
Now-
too scared of the salt.
But that part interested me, and I really wish they would have gone a little bit further with, like, when the rain came. Because she was very interested in going out in the rain when whatever ritual she performed caused Andy to see his dad in the shower. I don't know what that was. It had to have had something to do with Ollie.
Wait,
Oliver
are
had to
we
have been
sure
involved.
that she was responsible for that? Because I didn't get that impression.
You didn't?
I got the impression that maybe his dad was trying to warn him. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I misread that situation.
Well, his dad. Why would his dad try to warn him if his dad was a piece of shit, abusive?
Well, so his dad was abusive to him, but he was also like apparently really good to the daughter.
So
Yeah.
he was still kind of abusive to him in telling him to take care of his sister.
Yeah, so well maybe he was trying to warn him, but also I could be wrong. It could very much just be that Laura did something to
I
make him
thought-
feel crazy,
to make him
so
afraid
that-
of water.
Well, so I knew he was afraid of the shower specifically. He made that very clear. I knew that he was traumatized by finding his dad in the shower dead. What I couldn't quite figure out, and what I thought that she was doing, was trying to get out of him what he heard the spirit say. Because what did he say to you? What did he say to you? And he said, she'll die in the rain. And then she goes and takes her out in the rain. I didn't quite get the connection, but it seemed like they were trying to tell us something with that scene. That he said, the dad said to Andy, she'll die in the rain. And then he repeats that to Laura. Laura goes home and immediately takes her out in the rain. Mm-hmm. And they're like dancing and playing. And I really did think she
But
was going to try to kill her in the pool with that.
But Laura knew that apparently she had to die the same way
Right.
that Kathy died. So
Drowning.
yeah, so I guess maybe that was what it was, but it didn't seem like I don't know. That one seems a little harder for me to decipher. A random point kind of along those lines. I get it. She's blind. She can't see what's happening. But oh man, when these horrible moments would happen, and Andy very understandably is in shock and just what the fuck how do I process this? Just hearing her, Andy, what is it? Andy, what do you see? Andy, what is it? Andy, I'm like, I'm gonna punch you, girl. I get it.
You're always
I get
so
it. You
testy
can't
about
see.
this shit.
I get it. You can't see, but holy shit, give me 5 seconds to process. Holy fuck.
Well, I'll tell you, I feel that way about every single video on TikTok or shit like that. There was one particular video where a man has a seizure and his friend like jumps over the back of the couch and is like, whoa, 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 and like doesn't catch him, but like gets him down softer. And his girlfriend is like, babe, oh my God, babe, what do we do? Babe, what do we do? And he's
Yeah,
like, just
like-
stop, wait,
like,
just
shut
wait. And he like,
up.
he rolls him
Literally,
over
shut
on his
the
left
fuck
side.
up.
He makes sure he doesn't swallow his tongue. He's doing everything he can. She's like, yeah, I'm going to call 911. I'm going to call 911. He's like, just wait. Hold on a second. And the guy comes out of it and he's like starting to breathe fine. She's like, oh my God, babe, what do we do? What do we do? It's like,
Shut the
dude,
fuck up.
Seriously.
That's what you asked what to do, and we've told you, and he's told you
Shut
3
up.
times.
Stop.
Shut up.
Don't panic.
Yeah, some people
Relax.
just aren't good.
No,
under
they're not.
pressure.
I had to explain this to my boss. We have this dog who I don't know how much I actually want to share about this, but we have a dog who needs meds at a very specific time and could have a seizure if not. And I had to explain to my boss, I'm like, not everybody can do that. Like if this dog goes into a seizure, there's like really specific instructions. You have to time the seizure, and depending on how long it is, depends on which meds to give him. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't trust all of our staff to do that.
Which
Not that like
is-
I don't think that they're not capable, but in the moment when they're panicking, God forbid they're driving and that happens, I don't trust them to start a timer and figure out how long it was and give them the right meds. Like, and he was like, well, that's not really a vet tech skill. And I'm like, no, like that is. being able to administer life-saving medication under pressure, not everybody can do that. That is
Yeah,
not
and-
something that just any person with basically minimum wage could do.
Yeah.
With the timer thing, that's for like anything having a seizure. Like if survival tip, if somebody drops and starts having a seizure, don't shove anything into their mouth. They'll
Yep.
be fine. Just make sure they're not, put them on their side. Don't try to stop them from shaking because you can hurt them.
Just protect
right?
their head.
Put a timer on because I'm sure they need to know that information because if somebody's dropping for like a seizure, they probably know they have seizures.
That's right.
Still,
Hopefully.
it's good for like paramedics and stuff to like know the time because there's a certain amount of time where like if it goes a little too long, you're like past the point of no return type shit.
Right.
So there could be damage. So just tip. I had a friend who used to have seizures in high school.
I would clarify, it is specific. Roll them on their left side.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
The stomach is positioned that the shallow side of the tube, your esophagus leading to the stomach, is on your right side. So if you're on your right side, stomach acid and bile can come up the esophagus easier. Now, mind you, here's another funny thing to think about. The valve that stops acid from coming up into your esophagus is called the lower esophageal sphincter, and it is closed when it's relaxed.
Yes. So when you seize and it tenses
When you
up,
seize, it
opens.
opens.
Yeah.
So and that's also stress and all of that. So you got to keep it to a point where it doesn't get overworked.
I had something to bring up regarding seizures. I forgot, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely not super easy. Like, it's not something that just anybody can do, I think.
Well, I'll bring up another point in this regard. A lot of people like to think of themselves as heroes, right? I saw a post on TikTok that said if you saw a burning house and heard people inside, would you risk your life
No.
to save them? And the amount of people
Yeah.
who say yes.
I mean, depends on the fire.
I went on there and said no because I honestly don't think that I would risk my life and risk my kids being fatherless for strangers. Now, that being said, I don't ever recall ever hearing a hero saying, I've fantasized about this my whole life.
That's is something I've thought about more so recently, where I feel like I can realistically put myself in certain positions, like that, for instance, and I can realistically look at myself and say, I don't think I'm that type of guy. Because one, even if I do have the courage to go in there, another thing I'm thinking of is, what if there's a fucking 6'4", 200-pound dude who's passed out in there? What am I gonna do? Fireman carry him out of there? No. I can't do that. So I don't know how much help I would be even if I had the courage, but like to realistically, the way I think about it is like if you've ever been close to a campfire or just a fire in general, and you put your hand a little too close and you're like, whew, that's hot. You're walking into a house that is engulfed in that.
Yeah.
That it's like
That-
fucking 5 saunas combined.
Yeah,
You're in
that's-
an oven.
Yeah, that is ridiculously hot without any gear. I don't think people realize that when they think of these types of situations. And they're like, I would just hop in. I'm like,
mean,
would you?
yeah, those are
Or
the
would you
type of
get 10
people
feet from
who-
the house and go, oh, fuck, I can't get any closer?
No, that's exactly what would happen in all honesty. Like, people don't know what that feels like. You made a really good point, campfire, right? And anybody who's ever made a really sturdy, like in the Midwest, I know they call them bonfires, where you actually stack shit high
I had a
and
really
light
good
that
one
up.
in high school, yeah.
Those are awesome.
Those are cool.
We used to do that end of school, burn all the school papers and binders and all of that shit. I think a lot of people had that tradition, but we would do that at the beach. So we never had real like bonfires like they did in the Midwest. But when I got to college, we started going up to the dry lake beds in Adelanto. Holy moly, it's wide open forever. You could light huge fires. And we would. It would be amazing, but you're absolutely right.
It's hot.
Because
No,
you don't even get within 10 feet, not even 10 feet.
Yeah, I could imagine you're running to the fire with all this confidence, and then you get 20 feet and you go, oh, that's fucking hot. And you get 10 feet and you go, holy fuck, I
Yeah.
can't go any further.
Yeah.
Like, it is. So I 100% agree. I think a lot of people have like this, and it's admirable to an extent, but it's this false confidence
It
of
is.
like, I could do that. And I'm like, I don't know. That's the same type of people who are like, if the pilot fainted, I could land the plane. Like, no, you can't.
That's my red flag. I
that's-
think I could do a
that's-
lot of weird shit.
that's those are the type of people who are just like, I don't know. They overestimate what is physically possible with shit. Like, I feel like, you know, they'd like, oh, how do you think you'd beat the heat? Oh yeah, just fill up the bathtub and jump inside it. You're gonna boil yourself. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean?
What do you do? What are you gonna do about the fucking smoke? You can't just run in there. You're gonna have to fucking crawl. You can't even be able to see. Your eyes are burning. Your lungs are burning.
And I tried to disprove you, TJ. I tried to disprove you, but could not. You were actually absolutely right. If you can get an air tube past the U-trap in your toilet, you would have breathable air. It would be disgusting, but you would have breathable air.
But, like, you know.
By comparison, die of smoke inhalation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one because there's been stories of actual heroes who have run into a burning building and saved someone and then died of a
smoke
heart attack
inhalation or
Smoke
stroke
inhalation or fucking get burnt.
That's awful. And I mean that is like heroic. That is risking your life and ultimately giving your life to potentially save someone else's because they were also breathing in all that smoke, they could also die of smoke inhalation.
Exactly.
So that's where it's like I don't blame people who are like, I have kids. I can't do that. Like that's irresponsible of you because the chance that you're even able to save that person is so low. Like that you're going to do it better than a firefighter will with all their gear and equipment and the paramedics, unlikely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think people do that for a lot.
I mean,
like
I fantasize about like shooting situations and like what the fuck I would.
I do too, actually.
Like,
but that's another situation.
But I
like
do
somebody
think
runs in my work,
typical,
starts shooting, bitch. I know exactly where I'm going.
See,
men have a typical response of thinking like that. When you go to a restaurant, do you make sure your back's not to the door?
I do.
Yeah.
I try to. I try to make sure that I'm watching. If I'm ever by myself, especially, I sit facing the door.
If I'm walking with Maddie on the side of on the sidewalk, I stand next to the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do that kind of stuff too. I've thought of like I even do that with my dog. But I've thought about like shooting scenarios specifically, TJ. I don't have a concealed carry. I would like to get a concealed carry, but also I don't know. There's a lot of rules that go along with that and a lot of responsibility. But I have fantasized about that. But that's another thing that I think about where, like, I'm very pro Second Amendment. I'm very pro defend yourself. But I do question if it really came down to it and someone broke in, would I have the balls to shoot somebody? That's not as easy as it, like, sounds to just to do. That's a lot. That is very heavy to do something like that. So I don't know.
Like I would,
I'll tell you, that's my...
if it's between, like them hurting like a family member or whatever,
Right.
and like me shooting them.
Yeah. Well, I would like to think that
I'll
I
take the
would have
PTSD.
at that moment the courage and the power to do that, to do what's necessary.
Yep.
But it's also like, it sucks because you're in a situation where you're like, I don't want to do anything that's unnecessary,
Shoot him in the
but
dick.
you have to do what's necessary. That will actually get you in trouble, I think, unless you can prove that you just have bad aim.
I tripped.
Um,
and it
because
went
I
down.
told you, because California will charge you as the criminal if somebody breaks in your house, threatens your life. If you cannot prove that they were a threat to your life and you didn't try to retreat away from them, you can be charged as the aggressor in your own home. So me, I'm stripping butt naked, grabbing the baby oil, going out there and telling them I'm having a Diddy party because grape is a lesser sentence than murder.
And you're the first guest.
So we'll make him. I'm going to match his crazy.
That's why
Alexa,
I keep extra
turn on
knives
intruder mode.
just to put their fingerprints on it.
I've been feeling. The lights
Alexa,
turn red.
intruder mode.
That's
Welcome to the jackup. Roombas with knives. Just Alexa, release
That'd
the
be
fleet.
sick. That'd be sick.
So that's actually one of the best compliments my wife has always told me is she sent me a clip that said me when I'm walking with my husband in public, and she's like with a fanny pack on and just walking without a care in the world, and the guy there's two over there looking this way. I don't know if I like that. Okay, that one right there. We have a clean exit this way. And she's asked me once or twice, do you think that way? I'm like, oh, always. I'm always thinking. For me, though, the reason why we even have this podcast, for me, it's always the zombie apocalypse.
I hate being in super crowded places where I'm like, if it were to happen right now, I'm fucked.
Where would I go? What would I do? Always have a plan, and then be ready for the plan to go to shit and make a new plan.
That's what being a manager has really taught me.
Always have a plan. And it will go to shit.
It doesn't fucking... I was literally just telling someone about this. I was telling Elijah. I was like, I messed up the schedule really bad yesterday. I understaffed us so bad because of some mistakes that happened. And I remember telling Elijah, I was like, the schedule was already hanging on by a thread. It would work if nothing went wrong.
And
everything proceeded to go wrong.
That's it. Have a plan. Watch the plan go to shit. Make a new plan.
Cry.
It
and
won't
then
work.
Make a new plan.
Isn't that like Murphy's Law or something?
Yeah, what can go wrong will go wrong.
Yeah.
Now, as it pertains to this movie, Andy and I think her name was Wendy, when he went to the foster care agency and was like, why did you put us with this psycho?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes to the house, right? And
Can we talk about her answer really quick, though?
what's that?
Where he was like, didn't you run a background check on her? And she was like, she used to work with us for 20 years. And then we had just learned that she got fired after 20 years because she had a psychotic break. And I'm like, and so she has a psychotic break. She's fired from being a therapist. And then you think giving her foster kids is a good idea?
I went to look for that. It didn't explicitly say that she got fired.
Yeah, it does.
Did she get fired or did she just like quit because her daughter died?
Well, it was that she left because of the trauma. Like she wasn't doing her job, and I took that to mean that she went into this occult shit trying to find a way to bring her back, and she wasn't doing her job anymore. She wasn't showing up. That was how I took that. I didn't take it that she had a psychotic break.
They specifically used the word psychotic break.
Yeah, she didn't get fired.
Have we watched Talk to Me?
No, you have or no? I haven't.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. I don't know. I feel like we should do that one.
Josh says, make a plan, think it over, panic a little bit, then wing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
pretty much.
That's actually very accurate.
Yeah, I just need like an overview of a plan. I need concepts of a plan, and then I can make it work out.
I got concepts of a plan.
I have a reference that's way too old for you guys, but it comes from the old show Friends, where the character...
I've seen literally every episode of Friends.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah.
The episode where Courtney Cox is she's with her friend in the restaurant before she became a full-blown chef and everything, and she was crying because this time her friends actually liked the guy she was dating, but she didn't like the guy as much as she wanted to. She was like, permission to whine a little bit, and she goes, go ahead. She's like, okay, I'm over it. Like that's all you get to do as a manager. Give me a second to cry. All right.
Yeah.
Now let's do it.
It is true.
So now to just push a little bit on the Wendy thing, and we were talking about heroism and thinking of all the things that you would do. I want to go the opposite direction. Do you really think in a suburban... I mean, this was like rural. There was nobody around. That you wouldn't hear a car revving coming at you?
That's okay. That's what I thought. I'm like, they didn't hear it turn on?
Yeah, that's just like horror movie shit where you like... you
plot weaponry.
Purposely can't hear it until it's like right there.
Also, I was giving Cozy a bath when this happened, when that scene happened, but I didn't see Andy get hit. I saw Wendy get hit. I thought Andy was fine. Well, yeah, but I thought he moved out of the way.
I kind of thought so, but then when they showed him on the ground,
well, and then they showed him, and I was like, "Oh no, he got hit." But
yeah, and then he got fucking done dirty.
Yeah, that was fucked up. That was horrible. Well, do we find the irony that she killed him through drowning when her daughter died by drowning?
Right,
and his dad died in the shower.
Yeah. Imagine that, right? Killing him in the most traumatic way because he's already afraid of water.
Sorry.
And she just like terrifies him to his very end.
Yeah, that poor kid. I really didn't expect Andy to die.
You guys really blew my mind right now. I did not make that connection. Did we see Andy was eaten? Like, was there
I don't
visible?
think we saw that.
So all it took was like a bite.
I think
just the same as it did to her.
I think we saw it later when Piper finds him in the bathroom, kind of all grotesque.
Yeah. But I couldn't tell if that was grotesque from the mud.
I couldn't tell if it was because he got ran over and drowned or if it's because someone ate him. But I guess he got a little eaten.
A little. And the only real like reference we got with that was the voice, which that came from you guys, actually. That's pretty good.
The voice, I thought that was Andy for a bit until even afterwards, when Laura said, "Oh, that's just Ollie," and she was like, "But I heard Andy's voice." I thought that was Andy's dead body. I thought this was like a weapons situation where Andy was now like possessed and was just like calling out to her. I thought that was Andy. I didn't think that was Ollie until she found Andy in the bathroom, and I was like, "Oh, Laura was not lying. That actually was Andy." And that's when I started to piece together. I was like, "Oh, it was the voice." Okay.
And then, did you guys see the conclusion of the ritual? Like what they actually did? So the first woman hung herself. The husband was the grief-stricken widower who couldn't live with that. He did this ritual. The host is the demon-possessed person. Then you have the victim, which you saw them string up that lady. And I was like, that was horrid to watch. And then the host consumes the corpse of his wife, goes and regurgitates the soul, if you will, into the unwilling victim. And she came back and was like hugging her husband and kissing him and was apologizing because she took her own life and was like, must have been terrifying in the afterlife or something. I don't know. This
reminds me, have you guys ever seen The Lazarus Effect?
No.
I have seen like a clip or two.
Okay, I actually really like that movie. It's a similar vibe to that movie where she gets brought back, and at first they're like, "Oh, she's back. She's a little fucked up because she died and she like was dead, and now she's back. But hey, she's okay." And then very quickly, it's like, "Oh no, she's not okay. This is really bad."
That's interesting. And does she just keep getting worse and worse and worse?
She starts to basically bring hell back with her. And so, which is kind of like what I gathered from this.
Little bit.
That's kind of that's kind of like what I imagine would happen, because we only saw like the right after the soul was transferred. We don't see what happens after that. How long are they actually together happily after that?
I mean, and then what happens to the host?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I would assume they die.
I would assume that too.
Because I mean, they can't just go back to being normal and be like, "All right, cool, we're done with you now that you've eaten a human and been possessed by a demon and are mauled and destroyed. Bye.
I mean,
go free."
What was his name? Connor Bird.
Connor.
I mean, I for his sake, I hope he had no memory of that.
Well, okay, no. I think he had a little bit, because when Andy initially brought him outside the salt circle.
Oh, he wrote Bird.
Well, I didn't catch that.
He wrote Bird in it.
I didn't catch that at all.
You didn't?
No, but what I did catch was that she immediately brought him back inside and started like, what's the right word? Basically started to like get him repossessed.
Ritual.
Yeah,
and there was
feeding him shit.
Yeah, and there was a moment where he said like, "Who are you? Where am I?"
Right.
And so that was when that wasn't Ollie anymore. That was Connor. So I think, unfortunately, that poor child came back a little bit in between there.
Yeah, nobody found it suspicious that lady's kid dies and then kid
That's what I said.
goes missing at a similar time. I feel like if I was a detective, I would just stop by.
That's what I said with Wendy, where she was like, "Oh, there's no way she did that. She was
one
with
of
us
our
for 20
top
years."
people.
And I'm like,
but she's not anymore.
But she left
didn't have
because
a funeral for her daughter either. So like, that's a little she's in the freezer.
I'm like, she left because her daughter died, and then a kid goes missing, and nobody at all is like, "Hey, maybe we shouldn't give her foster kids. Maybe we should look into this."
Wait a minute. How? What? That is
the funeral thing. I did not think of. That is,
Yeah, like no.
I mean,
funeral,
could you have a
like,
funeral with no body? But then, like, someone would be suspicious about
okay,
that.
so you could.
That or she dug the body up.
That's what I was. Okay, so there's a possibility that she dug the body up, but there's also such a thing as having a cemetery on your own property. So if she did the whole like ritual, like what do you call it, the ceremony of the funeral at her home, and was like, I'm going to bury my daughter in the backyard. That's where she would love to be. You know, and
I buried her under the pool. That's her favorite place.
I was gonna say that.
tax professionals, check me on this, but I believe there is a way to register your property as a cemetery if you have your family members, and if you do it properly, it's legal. And there's some alleged tax shelter from it. Maybe.
I feel like that'd be kind of dope.
This goes far-fetched, but you think it would be
like-
kind of dope?
Yeah, like if I had land, you know, and then
Oh,
like
hell
my
yeah.
children's children, or
Hell yeah.
everybody's buried there.
That's where you set up
That's
a living
Peepaw's
trust.
grave right there.
You set up a living trust and make sure that house never gets sold. It is part of that family forever.
Yeah, like that'd be kind of dope.
So that way nobody can come and dig up the graves generations later.
That or build a house on top of them unknowingly, and then we become ghosts and haunt it.
Josh asking the important questions. Side topic. So what are we drinking tonight?
I have.
I can show Josh. Josh can see, but I
Wait.
can't say it on TikTok because they're mean.
My
A
standard and also
Yeah.
gamer juice.
Gamer juice. I hate where we live. I love where we live, but I hate where we live. The amount of people who are like, I need to have the loudest, most obnoxious car at midnight. Fuck you, dude. I'm gonna go throw a brick at your windshield when you drive by.
I'm gonna throw rocks through your window.
It is insane to me.
Why are you so mean?
Are you kidding me? I'm like an old man, but it bugs me so much. It overstimulates me.
No, I don't ever hear any like cars or nothing. Like our neighbor has a fucking Charger, which like randomly is kind of loud. Like, but like I don't give a shit. It's only like for like 2 seconds. But I know there are like teens and shit around here whipping. Because every time, like every morning, I look in the freaking like intersection, like coming out of our neighborhood, there's always fucking donut marks.
Okay, so I got to ask, is there any part of you that sympathized with Laura?
Sympathize, sure, but that ended very quickly at the kidnapping a child and
I see that, Josh.
demonic ritual thing.
Yeah. What about you, TJ?
I mean, like, you know, I get it, but like, no.
So
Like,
if you were Andy, what would you have done differently to have survived this?
Oh, the second I saw that what was happening with him, I think he's okay to beat her to a pulp and then call 911 and say, this is what I fucking found. I defended myself. And I think you're a minor, so even if you do get convicted, you're fine. And then you
No,
might be
'cause,
separated
like-
from your sister, but at least she's not going to be demonically sacrificed in a ritual.
Like, she's doing all the manipulating. Bro really could have, like, manipulated. Like, if he just beat her ass, hey, look at this kid that she fucking had here. He's all fucked up because of her.
That is a great point.
and then
isn't
they'll be
it?
like, yo, that's the
'Cause-
missing kid.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The second
And then they
you
would
found that
find
out,
her dead daughter in a freezer, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you know what? You had every right to beat the crap out of this woman."
No, she must have been tormenting you. She must have been doing so. Yeah, because that makes all of his accusations not just believable, not just plausible. It's
Undeniable.
as they say in the legal realm, it is more likely than not. It is weighed by the preponderance of the evidence.
Yeah.
It's not beyond a reasonable doubt yet, but you're getting there pretty quickly.
Blind girl was
And then
pissing
it's-
me off the whole movie.
Yeah.
Was she?
I just,
Well, okay,
I just needed to.
You're gonna
just-
trust her over your own brother?
Yeah, like
But here's the thing. I do get it because he broke the rules of grapefruit.
He did.
he did,
And
he shouldn't
that
have- he
bit him in
shouldn't
the
have
ass
lied.
later. And that right there where he lied to her at their father's wake, that was not good. That broke her trust. That's why she wouldn't believe him later on when he
Yeah.
said
But like,
grapefruit.
also, fuck you, little girl. He's fucking traumatized. He's seen it. You know, like he doesn't want to like look at it. Like,
I also think like
Oh my God.
she was not for being I get it, she's blind, but she was not hearing that situation that was happening between Andy and Laura?
No.
When they were fighting,
She was not
She was
hearing
not hearing
anything
that
correctly.
where Laura was putting her hands on him, and
Yep.
Andy was saying, "You need to stop right now." And she kept going at him and screaming at him.
Yep.
And then he freaks out, and every time she goes, "Andy, stop!" What the fuck is he doing?
I
Like,
hate
you
that.
little
He's not doing
blind bitch,
anything.
use your goddamn intuition. Like,
I
you're
mean-
not gonna have fucking braille closed captioning for shit that's happening around you. You need to figure shit out, and you need to trust your goddamn brother.
And not this woman that you've known
okay.
for 2 days.
But tell me, was it not even accentuated that she should have had more intuition when she's over there playing that fucking game and stopping balls with her face on that?
Oh
court?
yeah, the one like blind
The game
they were
that
playing
they
with
were
like
all
the
playing?
bells and shit.
And it was like, okay, you can hear things pretty well, clearly, and you guys are
No,
all
'cause,
playing
like,
this thing. And she
for
was
a
like,
blind
even
girl, the bitch
pretty
was
mean
blind.
about it, like gloated. I mean, you're right. You're right.
She was
For
blind,
a blind
dude.
girl, she was blind.
Cause like you walk in a house full of blood, you don't smell pennies, bitch.
Interesting. Good
Yeah.
point. Good point.
there's a lot of
With
things.
that much blood, you're absolutely right.
There's a lot of things where, well, I could understand her like walking in and being like, "That's a strange smell. I don't know what that is." Because if you've never been exposed to a lot of blood, I don't think if you're blind and you walk in and smell that, I don't think the first thing you're thinking of
I
is,
mean-
"Oh, there's blood everywhere." You're probably
No,
like,
but
"That's
I
weird."
think the first thing you should walk in and say, "What is that smell?" Because it is weird.
Yeah, they
So-
don't have pennies over there. They have kangaroo coins. I was wrong for that.
They also don't make pennies anymore. So
Oh wait, was this in Australia?
Either Australia or New Zealand.
Okay, so that was
Can't
the
really
setting.
tell.
It was bizarre.
really, Piper didn't have any accent. Neither did Andy.
I know, right?
They did
I think
somewhat.
they had a no. Wendy also had a pretty American accent. I don't think this was in Australia or.
I mean,
New Zealand.
Talk
I
to
could
Me
be wrong.
was. Do you know?
Oh, I guess yeah, she does. Laura really does.
Yeah. She call out Grapefruit when at the beginning when he was telling her that the girls were actually nice to her, like they actually did like her. Mm-hmm. And did he break it then too, or did he tell her the truth? Because I thought I remembered him breaking it. Like
I
telling
thought
her,
it broke it then too.
No, they liked it. They liked you.
No, I think he might have told the truth there.
You think so?
Yeah.
That would have been good
I don't
because that
remember.
would have set the precedent that was the meaning of grapefruit, which I figured it out, and so I'm glad if that's what.
Well, I knew immediately it was a safe word,
Yes.
and
Yeah,
then
like,
he broke
what's
that.
what's the backstory on that? I feel like we should have got some backstory.
Now, how creepy was it when Laura's sitting there telling Andy to kiss his dad on the lips?
Oh,
it's custom.
yeah.
It's custom.
No, I don't like that at all.
Absolutely.
Like, first
not.
of all, don't tell me how to grieve.
Yeah.
Second of all, no.
y'all
What?
kissed
And then
a dead body?
for her to kiss him?
Yeah.
That's even
You
weirder.
didn't even know him.
That's a massive red flag.
But it was intended to show him. See, that's where like I got this weird feeling that she did something because she cut his hair, the dad's hair, and she did some kind of a ritual to cause his spirit to come and talk to Andy.
Now that makes sense because she did cut his hair, which is weird.
Maybe she fed the hair. Oh, she did feed the hair to Ollie. But how did she get him to see his dad?
Maybe the demon.
Yeah. God, that was so creepy. That scene bothered me. It bothered me a lot.
The dad?
Yeah. Yeah, because he was like, clearly he suffered some kind of a seizure or stroke because he had vomit all over his mouth, and poor Piper is over there performing CPR on it. I
Yeah.
was like, damn, you guys got to be so realistic. And not to mention the full frontal nudity on that scene. I'm like, God,
Oh, yeah.
we don't even know this dude. Didn't
Just
even buy him a
chode it up.
drink. Just chode it up.
Just fucking foaming at the mouth, chode it up, laying on the bathroom floor. That is not how I want to die.
No, not even. Like,
know.
Jesus.
Like,
But-
she didn't have to see her dad's chode, but he did.
So your tactics, TJ, how would you have survived this if you were Andy?
As soon as I don't know, I'd feel off when she's trying to turn my little sister into her daughter, and then the little boy, as soon as he's like doing weird shit, like I'm immediately leave. Like he's standing in the pool, he's over here breaking through glass and shit, all cut up. I'm just like, nah, this is not a healthy environment for my sister to grow up in, and I'm taking pictures, I'm dipping.
Also, the second that Ollie put the knife in his mouth and she says, "Don't call the ambulance."
Yeah.
No, we're getting
Yeah.
out of there. I'm not
Yeah.
going back to
I'm
that.
out.
What?
You know, and you make
Dude
a
was
good
chewing
point.
on it.
Because if he had some situational awareness and he saw that, then you're absolutely right. The second she put hands on him, go ape shit bananas on her
You
and say,
be-
call the
yeah.
cops. Call the cops. Do it.
Yeah, you didn't want to call him before.
Now I'm in control. Mm-hmm. What do you think you're going to do, lady?
Also, she was just a bitch. The way that he was like trying to, wash his sheets and blanket all discreetly. You know,
No, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do
and
it.
she's like,
And then to
"Oh,
piss.
did you piss yourself?"
Yeah, I'm like, wow. No, see, a cool foster mom would have been like,
Oh.
and just been like, oh, and just put him in. That's it. No need to say it in front of the blind girl who clearly didn't fucking see what was happening.
She didn't
Why
smell it
alert
either.
her to that?
She had
Yeah.
no sense
But
of
instead,
smell.
she was
Clearly.
trying to turn Piper against Andy.
Yep.
And she successfully did.
Yep.
Where she was like trying to embarrass him and belittle him in front of his sister.
But that was pretty dark how she was doing that. How she was going into her bedroom, putting that cup down, peeing in it, and then going and pouring it on him. Mm-hmm. Now, he had a drinking problem already. He was coping in pretty destructive ways. Getting that drunk where you wouldn't notice somebody pouring. Now, okay, teenage question. But if somebody poured warm piss on you while you were sleeping, if putting your hand in a bowl of water is a folklore that would work, I don't know if it actually would. But if it would work, if it did work, or if it does work, don't you think pouring warm piss on your junk would cause a response? It would make you actually pee your pants?
yeah, I could see that.
I'm like, that sucks. He probably actually did.
I feel like I know the smell of my piss, though.
The other thing is that he,
Like asparagus?
I feel like it'd be off if it was somebody else's piss.
You make a good point.
We got to do a test.
really?
Put 3 cups in front of me.
No, I think so because it's interesting.
That's all my bacteria in there and shit.
I don't know. My pee has definitely surprised me before.
I'm with my wife enough to know, like, that's not mine, you know? Like,
But then again, you wouldn't think that somebody's pissing your bed.
Yeah, I mean, that would never be my first. I would be like, that's what the fuck. And again, like, your dad just died. I would be thinking, like, man, this is a strange way for my body to be coping right now.
I am grieving in a weird way.
Yeah, I would not think anything of. And also, like, if you go to a new foster parent, I would hope that your first thought doesn't have to be, oh, she's pouring piss on me to make me feel like I'm pissing myself. Nobody should think that. There's no reason you should ever think that.
I feel like my first thought in this case would be that the little boy pissed on me.
Oh, good.
Like,
Good
I wouldn't
one.
immediately think it would be the mom. I feel like I'd be like, it's okay, somebody's pissing my bed.
Keep
Like, if I
that
found out
fucking
somebody's
Ollie
pissing my
away
bed,
from me.
I feel
What
like
the hell?
It's the kid. It has to be. It's
Yeah.
weird.
All right. Well, I like the theories there.
And Laura punching Piper.
These are gonna make some great fucking clips on TikTok.
Tell me about it.
It's just me. Somebody's swiping. I'd know the smell of my own piss. What? Outrageous.
Her punching Piper actually, like, made me sad. That was
She
fucked
fucking
up.
clocked
I thought she
her,
stabbed
dude.
Piper for that first with the
Oh,
way.
you did?
Yeah, like the way that she fucking Donkey Kong punched her, man.
Hammer fisted.
Fucking walked
She
out.
totally hammer fisted her.
And no. And then she fucking said that she smelled him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and now her senses are heightened.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you can smell pennies.
But it smelled like you, Andy. It's like, wait, you just bought this body spray, and Laura was with you when you bought it.
Like, you know how,
Like-
like, I protected you your whole life, and you're gonna think that I walked into your room and just punched you in the fucking face and left?
Although Laura did bring it out that he did punch her once
When he was
Yeah.
8, though.
when he was 8.
Yeah, they made it out to be like this really big thing. He was 8.
There's
There's
punched
only
my
so
siblings.
much damage you can. I mean, I guess she would be really young.
Yeah.
Like
I
guess,
jumped
what,
on my
maybe
brother's
like
face,
2?
broke his tooth out. I did a lot of shit.
Damn.
He was
My brother threw a
17.
laptop at my head.
He was 17. She was what?
Like 14?
14. So if he was 8, she was 5.
Yeah, or 4.
Like,
To be honest,
I mean,
17. Oh yeah.
you
17,
can
5.
you can do some damage, but not enough that it would warrant being brought up 9 years later.
Not like a grown woman. And that's kind of the other thing is like, okay, you got a grown woman pounding her face like that versus if Andy were to do that.
I'd be like, you really think I would only do that? You think that's all it would be?
If
he
I
punched
hit
through the
you.
drywall.
Yeah.
Like, if you
Yeah,
wanted to
exactly.
hurt her,
yeah,
like,
I
also
feel
why
like
do it that way?
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be able to like compare sizes of like hands, like the way the bruise is. Like, dude, I would make a way bigger bruise.
That's another good point.
you
Like,
know?
yeah, my fist is the size of half of your face, not just your eye.
Yeah. That's another good point. So, with all that, any last thoughts on this movie?
It's pretty gruesome.
Gruesome.
Him getting drowned in the puddle was like, shit made me angry. I was like, dog,
Disrespectful.
literally.
Yeah, you run him over and then drown him in a puddle.
Yeah.
Chewing on a knife
Respectful.
scene was crazy.
That was pretty dope. It was wild.
I think
wild to see.
the worst part for me was probably like the least gross part. After she'd been bitten on the arm, when she like dug her own hand into that wound. I hate when people do that in movies. I hate that where they have an open wound and they like dig their fingers into it. I hate that.
That was pretty bad.
That was worse than her getting her arm bit off, like getting a chunk of it bit.
So, how about second zombie-ish movie in a completely different way?
Definitely cannibalism of some sort.
Yeah, somewhat.
Pretty
I mean,
weird,
he
huh?
was just hungry, and then he started looking pregnant. He was eating a bunch of shit. He was eating tables.
Dude, wasn't that just bizarre?
Do we think that kid can recover?
I don't know.
No.
Like,
I don't know. I don't know how.
I mean, there is a guy who ate an entire airplane.
the fuck?
Look it up. There's a guy who, like, he's in the Guinness Book of World Records. He had like a condition where he like just wanted to eat random shit. I think it's like pica or some shit. And
Wow.
he ate an entire airplane.
I typed in, did a guy eat? And a plane and a whole plane are the first two things. Yes, a French entertainer named Michael Lotito, known as Monsieur, I can't pronounce that, famously ate an entire Cessna 150
Monster.
airplane, piece by piece between 1978 and 1980 as part of his act. He consumed metal, glass, and rubber.
Wow.
So maybe he could bounce back.
Give it up for TJ.
Maybe he had the iron tum tum.
That is an interesting.
Which I
fact.
think that guy had like a abnormally thick stomach lining, or else like glass dog
Yeah.
and like metal.
He had a rare
shards, I feel
disorder
like.
called pica,
Yeah.
which drives cravings for non-food items and an unusually thick stomach lining.
Which
He died in
normally people with
2007
that
from
eat,
natural
like,
causes.
corn
Natural.
starch and
Wow. He
Um,
died from natural causes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, look at this one.
shit. Yeah, but I eat a little too much pizza and I get fucking heartburn. What sense does that make?
Yeah, I saw.
Jeez. That's interesting. All right. Thank you, TJ, for that interesting fact.
You're welcome. I know a lot of random things.
I know. I like it. All right. So that's what we thought of Bring Her Back. I think if any of us were in that situation, hopefully this doesn't make us violent, but we would use a bit of violence to keep ourselves and our siblings safe.
Yeah.
And I think that would be rightly justified. I think
Yeah,
my
I think so.
co-hosts here agree.
I could take her.
And I think I could take her too. Just not. I
Erica might
wouldn't-
be a little more of a fight, but
I don't think so.
I wouldn't.
I don't know.
think a
She
lot
punched
stronger than
hella
people
hard, bro.
On a sleeping 15-year-old.
You heard the thud though. She got rock hard hands.
Oh, one last thought I wanted to bring up to you guys before was it, am I correct in saying that it was Piper calling her mom that saved her life?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Did you get that? Mm-hmm. But that was great on the reverse manipulation.
Yeah.
And then
Piper got really smart at the end.
if she annoyed you guys that much, did you get like sweet poetic justice when she ran right into that fucking pole?
Ran into a pole.
Piper did. She knocked herself out. You don't remember that?
She slipped. I remember her slipping.
No, she like turned and ran
And it was like she was feeling around. She felt that pull there. It was like a.
When was this? At the very end?
Yeah, it was towards like right towards the end.
It's straight up a skill issue at that point.
She hit a pole. I could have sworn she slipped.
Clocked her fucking head, dude. She clocked her head hard. We're also safe to assume that Laura killed herself in the end. There, is that fair to say?
Oh, I thought she was just kind of like disassociated, hugging her dead daughter, but maybe.
Yeah, I guess.
There was no blood in the pool or anything though, so.
True. And it
So,
would
I
be
don't know.
it would be next to near impossible to drown yourself in that situation.
Yeah, she, like, her head was above water. You saw the water lapping against her back.
Okay.
Apparently,
so,
there's
like,
a NASCAR driver that's blind.
I think
What?
she was just, laying there.
That's what Josh said.
Did do you have any different thoughts on that?
No, I feel like I agree.
That it was
I
just
mean, like, if I was in
disassociation?
her situation, I would murk myself immediately because, like, how the fuck am I getting away with this?
Yeah, I mean, you're so screwed at that point.
Like, you're so cooked, you're going to prison for life. Yeah, I could drown myself. Jump in, take a big deep breath.
Why take a deep breath? Just prolongs it.
Well, in the water,
Oh,
breath of water. That or like tie cinder blocks to my ankles.
that might be easier. Because I think that's, again, like, could you really bring yourself underwater and force yourself to take a breath in? Because that's kind of similar to, like, if you were given the complete go-ahead, right? Like, you were intentionally trying to pee your pants. I think it's a lot harder to actually do that than
Agreed.
than it seems. If you pee your pants right
Okay,
now, it'd be very
I
funny.
would say it would be
You don't get
it would be
anything.
more difficult for a normal person to pee their pants.
Yeah, I agree. I would agree with that.
Are you saying I'm not normal?
I am absolutely saying you're not normal.
I could piss myself right now.
Do you disagree with my statement?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They call
So-
me Mr. Abnormal.
Looking up common
Josh said I'll
theory.
do it for money.
According to Entertainment Weekly and Screen Rant, Soap Central, and Mashable ME, to those of you who follow, it does suggest that Laura did die, and it was not it's not like a clean suicide. It wasn't. It's not meant to portray that she kills herself in the conventional manner, but rather that she causes herself to die because that was the ritualistic ending required. So if you want to go down the road of the demonic ritual, the demon required a death.
I thought the little boy was going to kill her, not go after Piper when Piper ran away.
I mean, I thought so too.
I thought the demon was going to be like, well, you failed, so now it's you.
Here it goes.
Because that's usually what ends up happening in these kinds of movies.
Yeah. So, but it portrays it as though the ritual required a death, and it took her because she let go of the sacrifice. So, with that, what'd you guys think? Gruesome.
I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Not
Gross.
as gruesome as, or not. I wouldn't say gruesome. Not as like violent as Talk to Me, but I do think Talk to Me and this they're good movies, and this is the second movie that they've done ever. So
Okay.
That's pretty good.
So, tell me, what will we be doing next if you are our next host, TJ?
okay, so either Talk to Me, which like it's a given, or I said Murphy's Law earlier, and that made me think of Interstellar. So
We've been waiting to do
Murph.
that one for a while.
Yeah, we haven't
you
done
know,
that
I'm
one.
like there's some survival aspects in the fact that like Earth is going through this whole dust bowl thing, and all they have is corn and shit like that, and they're trying to find a new planet. So it's somewhat,
I like the theoretical knowledge of it that no physicist disagrees with the theory of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like they all say, yeah, that could happen. Yep, that could happen. It's like, of course, we don't have the technology to know, but
I mean, that's a lot of. I feel like there's a lot of stuff with space where they're like, yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, like
the math
if we
checks
want
out.
like infinite power, there was the it's called a Dyson sphere, which you like build this thing around a star and harvest it for its power, which we wouldn't have enough iron or like metal on Earth to be able to make that, but a Dyson swarm maybe. Shit like that is cool to me. I'm a nerd.
Have you seen that they suggest that it could be done if we started harvesting other planets?
Yeah, like
Oh,
I feel like that's
Then Star Wars.
eventually that's where
That's where it's going to go.
humanity's headed. Is where,
Yep. They're going to try to get off this rock.
and then we're gonna end up like Avatar.
Yep.
You
Get
say
that
like Avatar.
unobtainium.
So I think Avatar would be the great long distant future. I think it would be more like Event Horizon first. Right, we're gonna fuck it up really, really, really bad before we get it right.
What about you, Eric? What movie would you pick?
Well, I think the easy answer is Talk to Me.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been really interested in watching The Pope's Exorcist,
Oh,
or The Woman in the Yard. I'm interested
in
about
that
both
one.
of those.
Yeah. No, I've
w-
only heard of that movie because of you, so like I'm interested.
I was kind of waiting for you guys to watch that movie.
The Woman in the Yard.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Okay, I'm really interested in The Pope's Exorcist because of a scene that I saw from it, where he's talking to the demon, and I just liked the way that he was talking to the demon. He was like rage baiting the demon, and I thought that was very funny. He literally was like, "Oh, then just tell me your name." And the demon's like, "I'm not some stupid fuck. I'm not just going to tell you my name." And he goes, "Why? Are you scared?" And I'm like, just rage baiting a demon is so funny to me.
Oh, little pussy boy, little pussy demon.
Yeah, the idea of that, where and the demon says something like, the demon says like, "God is not here," and he says it in Latin, and the Pope and the exorcist responds in Latin, and said, "God is everywhere." I loved that. That whole scene was just, it seems really well done. Alex says it's a little bit of a slow movie.
Slow start. It's a slow burn, but it gets going okay. I just kind of wanted. I was expecting more from it, but it's not a bad movie by any stretch of the imagination. What you just made me think of automatically is what is the one? Not Year One, but the End of Days one.
Oh, this is the end?
This is the end.
Love that movie.
Like, the power of Christ compels you. Oh, does it? Does it, Jay? Does
The
it?
power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Does it? Does it compel me, Jay?
Does it?
It's not really compelling.
Yeah, I love that one.
That stupid movie. That was so horrible. I loved it.
Channing Tatum.
Oh my God. Is that Channing Tatum? Hey, what's
They
up,
literally
guys?
just asked him to do that. They're like, "Hey, would you be down to be
And he's
a
like,
gimp slave?"
he's like,
I didn't
"Yeah,
realize
I
how
would love
cool Channing Tatum actually is. He's funny.
He
The guy does
randomly
some
cameos
crazy
in a
roles.
bunch of movies.
That's
Like he was in Bullet Train.
Him
Just
in
randomly.
21 and 22 Jump Street was really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With all of that, oh my God, you just mentioned Jump Street, and I was watching the clips from the first one, 21 Jump Street, and the scene where Jonah Hill is like, "Who got some last night?" I'm talking missionary. I'm talking missionary. I'm talking the one where she lays on her back and I'm on top. Oh yeah. Oh, that's hot. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and then and then they're in front of the chief, and then
Yeah.
Channing Tatum's just like, "Oh my God!" And he's like,
Oh
running
my
around.
God! You fucked the captain's daughter. Doing a lap around the precinct. He fucked the captain's daughter.
Give out the captain daughter.
and at brunch when the captain Ice Cube, he's like fucking pissed off. Like, give me some eggs. I said, give me some. What, you afraid you're going to run out or what? He's all pissed off. He's like, he's stressed out at work. Anyway.
Great movie.
Anywho, one of you has to be the winner for the next episode. And as you've so aptly done to me in the past, let me ask you, why should you win, Eric?
I kind of have a good streak going. I would like to keep it going, but it's okay if not. I think I got some good movie concepts coming up, or concepts. I got some good movies coming up that I've been thinking about. So, which doesn't always happen. So, maybe catch me while I have some ideas flowing.
Okay. TJ, why should you win?
I mean, personally, I feel like, I've been on a streak of movies I've chosen.
Okay.
Like, did I do The Long Walk? Was that my choice?
He doesn't even know.
I think The Long Walk. Pretty sure Sinners was my choice. We're on a streak. We're on a streak, and I feel like I really just want to watch Interstellar again. So,
Okay. All right.
I do like Interstellar.
I will tell
Or
you.
I've been wanting to watch it, rather.
I will tell you. You make this a difficult one because both of you make some good points. So let me do an oddball here and say, Josh, which one of these clowns should win?
Oh, she's going to pick TJ. You always pick TJ.
wait, hold on.
That's actually fair. I really want to watch Interstellar too.
Do I win?
Yeah, TJ, you win.
I win. Yes, I'm better than you, Eric. I'm so
Damn.
good. I'm amazing. I have a better
My
choice
next
in a movie.
was going to be Oculus.
It's your movie choice.
Is that the
My
one with
next
the mirror?
movie. Yeah, my next movie is going to be 28 months later.
When is that coming out?
28 months? That's been out since 2012.
No, the new 28 years, I mean.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you're right. That was that horrible,
Yeah, it's got 2
horrible
stars.
rendition. That's right.
Poltergeist. The original.
Oh, gee.
Poultrygeist.
Poultrygeist. Oh, hell no. No.
I knew what you meant.
No.
I knew what you meant.
Thanksgiving is
mean,
all.
You mean the legendary classic Poltergeist.
No.
Well, you
No,
guys can.
You mean the hit classic Poltergeist.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening.
I think we're
Everybody
losing
knows.
the. I think
No,
we're losing
no.
the formula. I think we need.
Everyone knows
end the
that one.
episode. I think
We need to end the episode right now. So, with that in
scared.
mind, thank you all for joining us. Make sure you check us out on all of our socials. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We've got a new thing going on YouTube if you'll go check it out. It's a playlist called From Scratch, where we take your canned and dry items and show you what you could do with them so that you don't have to let them sit on your shelf and rot away and get expired and bad and all that.
Yeah, go make some chicken nuggets, guys.
Chicken nuggets. And
Yeah,
you know what else?
That's loser shit.
Get ready. You're going to see a really cool one come out because I just did this. If you didn't know, learn how to reconstitute milk from canned evaporated milk. All it is just milk with the water evaporated out of it. Reconstitute it into whole milk and then make cheese from it. Tune in. You'll get to see that stuff happening. And I've got much, much more to show you. So check us out on YouTube. All of our socials are Will You Survive the Podcast? And you can check us out on X, where every now and again, if you'll go and follow us over there, give me a little reason to post there more often. We do a little more behind the scenes type posting and just random bits of survival knowledge. And with all of that, send us your emails to theboys@willyousurvivethepodcast.com. That's THEBOYS @willyousurvivethepodcast.com. We would love to get your emails, your interview requests. We have a couple of those that we're going over, but none of us are ever together for long enough to actually go through these things. But we still love to get them. So with all of that, love you all for listening. Thank you very much. Make sure you don't get yourself in a situation where you go to a new foster mom's house and she tries to separate you from your sibling and manipulate you into turning you into a zombie, her daughter zombie at that.
Yeah, make sure you don't do that.
With all of that, until next time, stay alive.